I don't know.
Listen, you got the trophy at home. That's all that matters.
Almighty, that was bad.
What are your takeaways from what seemed like a pretty solid night across the board for you and the whole 23-11?
Yeah, no, it was a good night. Just base hits, man. Just lap by lap. Got in the wall a little bit. Had some mistakes on pit road, but we rebounded really nice. So I appreciate everybody's efforts. Our guys are solid. Our team is solid, and we can, if we just do our job, nothing fancy, we can go really, really far. And I think putting runs together like today, capitalize on others' mistakes, will help us even achieve that goal. So just really pleased with the night. Nothing to hang our head about. Obviously wanted to win, but really happy with sixth and didn't give up unnecessary points.
How big was it having, like the 47 help you guys out with your pit stall? Because I know some other non-playoff drivers affected like Bell and some other people.
Yeah, the 38 didn't. No, I'm just kidding. That was just crazy timing, how it all worked out. But luckily, no damage was done. Nobody was hurt. Pit road is treacherous here. So I think when we had our mistakes, a lot of people had mistakes too on pit road. So it's just one of those things. You got to be able to rebound and enjoy the moment.
You mentioned too that not losing unnecessary points.
Yeah.
How does that help you guys with a little bit of a buffer now going into Gateway and into Bristol?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know where we're at in points. I know it was a good point day for us, fourth most points. So, focus on the little things, but a lot to debrief to just get better if we came back tomorrow. I got to get 5 spots better, and I got a lot to debrief with the team. So, all in all, a really good night. Gateway is a track where we need to do some work on. So, excited to, I think, have the day off tomorrow with Labor Day, but ready to hit the work and hit the meetings with a positive foot forward and figure out what we need to do.
What's going through your mind there? You can only shove the accelerator down so far. I mean,
yeah.
It's got to be,
Yeah, so you kind of, when you have that last restart, it's like, all right, you got 50 to go, and you just kind of want to manage your balance, but you can't give up too much on the short run. And so I kind of made the decision just to go hard-ish, and but still make sure you have something there for the end. But all in all, our car was good enough to just get away. AJ got by us, and we were content with running there. I knew, obviously AJ's up there having fun, and at times I was a little bit quicker, at times I wasn't, and so it's just like, okay, if you get there, okay, don't do anything crazy to jeopardize just for a point. So we were able to come home 6th with the Southern 500. All in all, a good day.
it's a good run to continue further, maybe next round and things like that.
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely take this and enjoy it for the next couple days, but Gateway's in 7 days, so got to get ready.
One more.
Erik, 2 strong runs for Legacy tonight and back-to-back breakout performances for this team. How gratifying was tonight?
Yeah, it's a good 2 weeks, right? Back top 5s for us, and it's nice to run up front. It's nice to have fast cars. Daytona's one thing, but coming here says a lot. So, yeah, we got to keep working and keep putting ourselves in these positions, and we were right there, it just didn't work out. And sometimes, these races, you got to have everything go your way, and just didn't quite tonight. So a good car, fast car, I'm proud of that. But, I just need that a little more.
Where was the 19 so much stronger than everyone else tonight?
I don't know. It was hard to tell. He was definitely just had a lot of speed. I don't know exactly where. I mean, he was definitely good in 1 and 2, 3 and 4. He actually seemed, I thought, a little weaker, but he had the clean air, and it was just hard to do much with that. So I really feel like the 45 and I were better than him at the end. We just couldn't really do anything with him. So that was tough, but he definitely executed and led a bunch of laps and had a lot of speed.
And you said last week you'd reach out to Larson over how he raced in the last of Daytona. Did that conversation ever happen?
No, I never talked to him. I mean, I watched it back, and it looked like he just pushed me too hard. So, it's, is what it is.
Incredible battle to the end there. What was that like from your perspective, and what more did you need through 3 and 4 to make it stick?
Yeah, the balance has just kind of gone away. It was a long run for sure, but all night long our strength was long run, and unfortunately, we just weren't tight enough at the end to really do something with the 19. So, yeah, for me, it just makes me sick. I feel like late in this race, especially this one, Southern 500, I always find myself second or third in the last green flag run, trying to pass leader, and just don't do it. I think Monday morning I'll wake up and be thinking playoffs. Right now I'm just thinking about this race, Darlington. Yes, those things are great for us, but man, I've done everything to win at this place, and it's really starting to drive me nuts. Oh, I had zero faith, and it didn't stick. Last year in the spring, I gave it my best effort, and it didn't stick, and that time it didn't stick either. It's just, pretty similar story last spring with Busher and Briscoe. It's just, this time I remembered what happened in the spring, and I was able to get ahead of it just a little sooner and not wipe out Chase. So, yeah. I know he's wiped me out before, but, we need the points, so trying to think about that, I guess.
Where was he 19 so much stronger?
Just taking off. That one restart we got by him, I just was fighting a little tight, and he just drove right by me. So I feel like in the daytime, start the race and everything, the car was kind of more, the track was more suited to our strengths, and as the night kind of went on, some of these other cars became players. I think we were still pretty close, but yeah, it's something for us to think about. I feel like this is something we fight at a few tracks, honestly, that cool off that are high deck. So something for us to look at, but this is one of our better tracks, and I knew coming into this race, if we avoid incident, we were going to be battling for the lead, and even with incident on lap 1, we were still battling for the lead at the end. So
What did you see on the lap? What did you see on the lap 1 incident with 21?
what about it?
Yeah, what did you see?
Not much. It was very similar to me and the 99 and the 54 getting together at Richmond. I just kind of heard it, and I saw the right front tire turn up, and it clipped me, and I don't know. I don't know if me smoking in the wall in the spring helped me save it in that moment, but I just got very fortunate to not enter day on lap 1.
You were cutting into his lead there at the end. Any bobble, he would have been there.
He had him, but I did too. So it's just, yeah. It's just how racing goes sometimes. I think for us, we were really strong in the long run, and that last one there was probably the one that sticks out during the day that we weren't super strong in the long run.
What was the idea to get to the quarter panel?
I was out of ideas. I was really loose off the wall. He was as well. I was trying to get a gauge for how much grip I was going to have. I really drove it in there, and I didn't have any. So I was pretty much just hanging on for the moment I hit the brake pedal, just trying to hang on his left rear. But I think he was so loose, it was going to take a bump in the left rear quarter panel to upset his car, and that probably would have spun me out.
Track position, some damage. Is this an okay night, I guess?
Yeah, I feel like somewhat invisible, which is good for this round. So, no, I'm happy with the effort for the most part. I wouldn't say it was a stellar race, but kind of gave up some of our track position early. We had a tough stop and kind of got pinballed around stage 2, and was able to kind of just soldier on, make the car a little better through stage 3, and gain quite a few spots, kind of having to hit the reset button once we got back into the 20s. So I thought we did a decent job tonight, and obviously others having some errors or definitely helps the points. But yeah, I need 2 more weeks to that.
It seems like every pass here is just especially hard. How hard is it to go from outside the top 20 to battling for a top 10?
Yeah, it's certainly not easy. You kind of have to learn and gauge each individual driver. There's some guys you spend the whole race with. I pass him at the end of the run, he passed me at the beginning of the run, and you do that for 2 hours with the same guy. It's an interesting dynamic, and then you get back to racing other guys, and you got to kind of quickly learn where you're strong, where you're weak, and sometimes it confirms where you need to make the car better. But it's a super competitive field and difficult to do, but yeah, just kind of taking an inch at a time, and that's really all you can do when you get that far back.
Going to a place you've won before, and flat tracks are generally Penske's bread and butter. Do you feel excited, and being plus 12, is that a good place to be in?
It's 10 more points than I had when I woke up this morning.
You said it's good to be invisible here. Why?
To be able to give him a really strong run was it feels like it kind of made up for the other times that I've probably let him down.
At what point in the day did you realize you had a car that was going to get to the front from
the
beginning?
So the first run, or the first kind of stage, we were about a 15th place car, and you just know the track's going to change a lot. And Trent Owens, my crew chief, did a fantastic job at making the adjustments throughout the night. And the pit crew, once they got me up front, you know, we kind of restarted, I think, like 6th or 7th, right around there, and passed a couple guys and kind of ran 5th or 6th. I thought, okay, we got speed now. Now we just got to execute, mostly on my part, because this place is so intimidating at times, and I'm constantly trying to get better here. So slightly proud of myself. I know I need to be better here, but to run inside that top 5, top 6 from really the second stage on, it's not easy to do. And you know, from the looks of it, looked like the Toyotas had the field covered. So to be able to be the highest Chevy, proud of everybody at ECR for giving me a great motor, and just College Racing for continually believing in me and us just trying to get better and finish the season strong.
You just answered this question. It wasn't quite in the scrum yet, but how does it feel to play spoiler to some of those playoff guys who you beat?
Well, I mean, it's the ultimate goal is always to win, right? Like you want to go out there, but I don't worry about trying to play spoiler, you know, anything like that. We're just trying to get everything out of every race. And a night like tonight, when you have a really fast car, you got to finish it off with a good finish. You know, I'd say the last month and a half, we've had some fast cars and we just haven't been able to finish the races off. So to be able to do something at a racetrack, Southern 500, I think my best finish here was like 13th, and I think that was one time. So to run inside the top 10 all night, it's a cool night.